the man. I mean, if I can live.
Of course, you can live it, you see. Fredyma. So that is the songs nominated for the record of the year for the year. This song is from the man Easy, titled Can I Live? Big shout out to the man Kwejo Asari, aka Cowboy, the manager for Nanajman. In tune right about now. Shout out to you wherever you are. So we're just about to get into the first conversation for today, and I've got my former DJ, Bernard Boatin, we call him Bra BB, aka DJ Yoga. He's brought a brand new one, untouched actually. I think just dropped it some few hours ago, or yesterday or 2 days ago. Yeah, so he's on the Zoom line with me right about now. So we're going to talk to DJ Yoga and then talk to him and find out what exactly the song is about and what he intends to achieve with the song. Hello, good afternoon, DJ Yoga.
Yeah, good afternoon. What's up, Diego?
I'm well by grace. How are you doing in Austria?
Bro, I'm good out here. Just in a car show. Yeah, enjoying nice cars and stuff on the weekend. And yeah, promoting the new song. How is Ghana, bro?
Charlie, the same. We did inside. Yesterday, at least, the Black Stars brought some joy and happiness in the whole nation for beating Chad 5-0. So yeah, the atmosphere has changed a bit, and everybody is excited.
So I saw it yesterday, 5 goals. The excitement in the country. I was telling, my wife here and everybody that Ghana is gonna be lit because I saw the stadium packed with a lot of people, and I'm like, wow, what an atmosphere,
Indeed. Good to have you on the line. This time around, you used to be at my opposite side playing my songs for me, and this time around, I'm interviewing you about a project that you have.
I know. Good to be talking with you, Diego.
Indeed. I mean, in the past, I've seen you. You've done some songs with Ronaldo GH. Is it Ronaldo, right?
Yeah, Ronaldo M Project.
M Project, exactly. And a couple of others in the past. But this is a brand new one, which you have I think a Ghanaian and another person on it. So I see Kofi Jama and another person also on it, right?
Yeah, Xtra beat. He's actually the guy that made the beat.
Okay.
Kofi Jama, he's a genius producer, young producer, based in Accra, but he's from the north of Ghana. I met him at Kashtu's studio.
Okay.
And I liked his creative prowess, so I decided to work with him. So we went in the studio with Kofi Jama, and we created this masterpiece. Really, really dope. And I must say, this is a song for the youth. This is a motivational song for everybody that is chasing a dream. And we are spreading the message to the whole world right now.
Okay, I want you, as an MC that you are, as a DJ as you are, as a radio presenter as you are, introduce the song. Tell us the title of the song, the artist on it. Let me drop the song right now.
Straight up, this is Hold On, and it's actually a song that we created, Kofi Jama, myself, and we created this song to motivate the youth because a lot of people are losing hope these days. A lot of young people are, some people are on all kinds of pills, all kinds of stuff these days, wayward living. We decided to bring a song that would motivate them, to let them know that you have to hold on because we are about to take over the world. It's DJ Yoga featuring Kofi Jama, Xtra Beats. It's Hold On. It's on all platforms. And first time airplay on Artsy with my brother Diego. Let's run it, bro.
All right. So hang on tight.
DJ Yoga. And we cannot, we still hustle. I'm a young and 10 grand time to the rise and fall. I never settle. Numbers don't lie, check your time. See, I don't think nobody go fi save me now. Cause I lost my mind many years ago. If this is what they make, I better pay me now. Cause go fi 2-1 when I come for you. Do not test me, brother, when I'm trapping for the guala. I believe that one day we gonna rule the world. Hold on, I beg you better hold on. I beg you better hold on. Hold on, I beg you better hold on. Every Saturday from 1 p.m. with Diego Don't you never let them break. Bema, don't you let them shake. Everything I do, I stand on it. So open up your eyes. Make nobody come deceive. We don't wanna lose our focus. Nah. Again being blessed, but again seeing stress. If you see me smoking, you will see I am a deck. You don't know what a man go through. If you give me trouble, I go give you times two. Chess around here, see we never play fair. Chess you mess up, then come show you real pepe. Stand tall, so me say I know go peme. You not test me, brother, when I'm trapping for the guala. I believe that one day we gonna rule the world. Hold on, I better hold on. I better hold
on. All right, so that's the man, DJ Yoga, Bernard Boatin, aka Brabibi, with this one. Hold on, featuring Kofi Jama on this one. Very beautiful one. Charlie, congratulations on this song, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. This is the record of the year. We are pushing it. You know, a lot of stations are picking it up across Africa, and you are the first to actually play it.
Oh, nice.
In the country, and I say big shout outs to you.
Thank
you.
I
appreciate this love. Yeah. Shout outs to I see Koka in the studio.
Yeah, he's here.
I see Nene. I see everybody. Charlie.
Okay.
Everybody.
Charlie. All right, man. All right. So, you mentioned your wife. Is she the one who gave you that love spectacles you are wearing?
She gave me this. You know?
And you're chopping love out, bro.
Yeah, she gave me this. She's camera shy. She says she doesn't want to be in a camera.
Oh, okay. That's fine. All right. So, what next are we looking at for DJ Yoga?
I mean, when I return, we're going to shoot a video for this song.
Okay.
Do a couple of tours, and in July, June, Kofi Jama and I, we are looking at doing an Europe tour. Playing a couple of shows in other, European places and stuff. So it's just a lot of progress for all of us, for the young generation, just pushing, giving hope, letting everybody know that they have to hold on to their dreams, because that's all we have in this life. Your dream is what you have. So hold on to it, and soon we're going to take over the world.
Awesome. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate your time, and I wish you all the best with the projects ahead.
Blessed Diego.
Okay.
One love, and shouts to my man.
All right,
Mr.
man.
Mr. Otujando.
All right, man. Thanks, man. Have a good time. And see you later.
Too, bro.
Okay.
Bless.
Around here, see, we never play fair chess. You mess up, then come show you real pepe. Stand tall, so me say I know go from me.
Artsy. Relevant. Stop showbiz discussion. Just
Oh, the camera shy lady is back. I can see she's trying to hide. Mrs. Boatin, shout out to you wherever you are in Austria. Have an amazing time.
relevant. Stop provoking showbiz discussion. Just
money, I know cool vex. I pray the Lord, I go to the top. I won't be the best. My prayer be one best. Get a cash, must stay for the best. A lot of people they cry these days about how I can bring you down, and you can't stay blind. Push your soul up, never stay down on the floor. Never stay down when you fall.
So it's a brand new one from DJ Yoga for Kofi Jamar. First time I play on Artsy. Title is Hold On. And as I said, hold on to your dreams, your aspirations, your goals. Never let go. And the man, Kwaku Osei Korankye is here, and the man who probably known as Koka is here to have a quick conversation with me with respect to all that is happening in the world of entertainment stories. He's been missing us for the last 2 weeks, but he says he's back. So yeah, Koka Akwaba.
Yeah.
Now, maybe I'll call you.
Bibi Aboko.
Okay, there may I see. All right, so you have a quick talk on what DJ Yoga has done with the song. What do you think about it? What do you think about the song?
The song just needs airplay.
It needs airplay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Simply put. All right. Speaking about songs, the musicians of today don't make meaningful, resonating music, according to Ambole. You heard about that song?
Yes and no.
Why so?
The taste of modern day has changed.
Can you bring your mic closer to you a bit? Okay.
The taste of modern music has changed. The music market has become saturated. Consumers, huge consumer markets, but language barrier. People keep saying that music has no language barrier, but there is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hip life in here, high life in here, popular with the whole world.
Maybe it has to do with the marketability of it, because we are here, we're singing Wombolombo, Wombolombo. We don't understand, but we were singing here.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying that the taste, the market, the genre, the people, those days, it was a niche, and the niche, there was a consistency and deliberate effort for people to appreciate that. And if you
that's
remember,
what we're lacking now.
Yes, if you remember, the Nigerian takeover was deliberate, playing rubbish songs then. But gradually, they've changed their composition, worked on sound quality, worked on lyrics, defined their music. Now it's what we call Afro music, but with the local ones around it.
Okay.
So it is. So I agree and disagree with him. Times have changed. There are different elements now. Yesterday I met somebody who has a podcast and playing. It has a digital radio. Huge listenership.
I see.
Some of the songs I have not heard before.
Interesting.
But
it's in Ghana here.
When you look in Ghana, when you look at the request list, the songs. So this is based on his taste and based on
it works.
Whatever.
Brad Henry J.
Yes.
A.K.A. Nene.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think he has a point, but he also needs to do a research on the modern taste of consumer, the market trends, the desire and the penetration power of music, and how if you don't deliberately position your songs, you fall out.
Okay. Nene just joined us. He's also entertainment enthusiast and, of course, a marketing strategist. And he's also been missing out for like a week or so, and he's back. So, Nene, we're talking about Ambole's story that came out this week, that he says musicians of today don't make meaningful and resonating music. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think he just flipped
the coin. Sorry. Yes.
He flipped the coin on what Buju Banton said some few months ago.
About the King's music.
He localized it. Well, I think that, Koka said it all. Times and seasons. The kind of music that my kids listen to today was not what I was listening to years ago.
Okay.
Much as I would like to play my Jay-Z, my children will play Triple Red, they will play King Von. So, definitely, it's a different market shift. And so if you want them to tap into your music, then you have to find different and creative ways. Whether their way to tap in is another thing, because in terms of demographic look and feel, you look older than them. I'm not saying old people can do good music, but I believe that Uncle J.D. should give the young guys a chance to also do their thing and shine, because years ago, I'm sure Kyei Mensah and Co will say that Daddy Lumba and Kojo Entry and Co are not doing the real high life. So at every point in time, an artist who is older feels that the new one is not doing what is supposed to be done. So I think it's just times and seasons. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the next story, Stormzy received an honorary degree from Cambridge University. Congratulations to him and then his family and folks who are excited about that. And then also Charterhouse PR reveals why Dope Nation was not included in 2025 TGMA nominations. Tied into that story, Kim Baluta petitions TGMA board over snub over Makuma for most popular song nomination. Not only that, there's a whole list of categories he was wishing that his song was listed in there. But we're going to have, hopefully, the Charterhouse man, I'm talking about Robert Klah, joining us later on to clarify some of these things. And of course, there's a window of error which has been opened, which is ending on, I think, tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. So hopefully, with that. Oh, boss.
I mean, if you have a solid petition and able to.
But last year, we know Amrado's issue, it was remedied.
And then the day they did a show when they projected, did you see Amrado on the list?
Okay, I didn't pay attention. My bad. But it didn't mean that they didn't change it. Okay.
I've been in this game.
Okay.
I've witnessed the thing. When was the last time you saw a dead kid being resurrected in Ghana?
A dead what?
A dead kid being resurrected in Ghana.
Yeah, it doesn't happen in Ghana.
When you know, you know.
So you are saying that it won't happen. There will be no change. So Dope Nation issue. Have you heard about it? I'm sure you heard some rumors about it.
They didn't file.
Exactly, that's the point that I'm hearing.
So
they were
so my point
contacted. They didn't respond.
If the organizer comes to tell me that they have done research and there were people based on their research nominated, where did you do the research? What you need to tell them is, yes, you pop up in the research, but this were the response, or this is how the turnout of the research came out for you. So then the person can understand that, oh, yes, my music is being consumed, but maybe I didn't fall into the right categories, or I didn't hit the pass marks.
Can you be specific with one of them? Are we talking about Makuma?
Consistently have told us that they do research.
True.
Yes.
But okay, let's limit it to Dope Nation, for instance.
No, my argument is,
okay,
when you come to tell me that they didn't file, that is nonsensical.
But they reached out to them. That was not just they didn't file. They reached out to them, but there was no response also. So they wouldn't be in the position.
So those years they reach out to people, the people say no, and they put it there because they knew that they can get commercial value from there. That's why they put them there.
Oh, is that the case?
Back in the days when people even say no, they tried to nominate people and they had issues. So now they made the point that your consent
must be sought
is the caveat for it to nominate you. So if you don't give me your consent, why am I nominating you?
But I'm saying that this year themselves, they have made the point that they did the research. And based on the research, these are the inflows that came. And these are what they have. My point is, so they didn't file. Can they tell us that everybody there filed? Because I know about 2 people who did not file, but they were there.
Who and who?
I want the man to be here.
Unfortunately, he's not going to be here, but he's going to join us via Zoom later on. So,
you see,
he's going to be on.
There are certain things about the whole awards. As of today, I ask myself whether there is a covenant between certain people that if you are not part of the award scheme, so whether the song is rubbish, whether the song is good, you will be there.
Are you going after Joe Metal?
Not just that.
So that is another conversation that people are having. That
but me,
you don't see what he's doing.
Kodo Sheldon's thing, I have given my take already.
Okay.
I'm wondering where that grace came. That graciously was able to find his ways to be there.
Yeah, Artist of the Year.
But that grace has also been gracious to us to know that he is not supposed to be there.
So with respect to, for instance,
per the definition.
Okay.
Look at all the categories, and even their gospel space. I'm yet to be convinced which of his songs will beat any songs there. Sometimes, you see.
Is it the oil song?
Yes. Sometimes, you see, if they are telling me that because of the shows he plays, so based on that, the song is big.
But it's not always about just the songs, the shows you play. Sorry.
And so, apart from that, there's nothing that makes the song big.
Because airplay, popularity, and all those things, I don't think it's up there.
You get me?
Because I barely hear that song
myself.
I don't hear it anywhere.
So we don't know what exactly.
Do you know the artist who has gotten to a point where he releases the song plateaus and stays for a place and it doesn't move again?
How does that happen?
So, what is the listenership? His listenership in Ghana. So once you release a song,
You see, what Koka saying also cascades into the argument we had the last time about trying to use online data.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're able to take all the bots out, the bots or whatever they call it, take them out, you'll be able to see real streams.
Thank you.
That should give you a clear picture of how the artist is faring. Because in this case, I've never heard a song on radio, apart from a few shows I've seen him perform. But it could be that he's getting some good streaming numbers.
Yes.
It could also be that the streaming numbers is also bad. So on that basis, you don't have to be in the artist of the year, which is the ultimate award for the year.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean,
Because if the song is there, then the likes of Watch Me, what did they do?
Empress.
Well,
Yes, what did they do?
Because so that song is big on urban radio and in the churches. Maybe Gifty didn't play a lot of shows.
Do you know unfortunate thing that happened? Gifty got recognition from YouTube because of that song.
Okay, so she hit 100K now.
Yes.
I see.
Okay.
You get me? So
Was that song even nominated in?
So when you look at the dynamics,
Gospel Song of the Year,
and being a music
I haven't seen
entrepreneur,
that,
you ask yourself that, okay, if I take downloads, if I take streams, and I take reactions,
or even purchases,
yes, and I strike average.
So I think she's in there, Best Gospel Artist of the Year. She's Empress Gifty is in there, PCS Star, Joe Metal, Dana Hamilton, Team Eternity Ghana, and Emoji Music.
That's what I'm saying, that Team Eternity and Emoji.
It's just one song.
Yeah.
Last year, I had a friend from Canada who was telling me something about our music awards, and I was like, it makes sense. He asked me what year was the song released. Let's draw the pattern of just traditional radio. How, and then Team Eternity died off by June, July. The song had lost its trend, but had huge reference on digital. Joe Metal, the song was known when he did a stadium show and went down. But the rest of the songs consistently, both airplay and digital, traditional and digital, they were doing well. So DM Monya, it was Xtra that propelled it to a non-amentia.
Interesting. Time check is about 2:00.
And then
right here in the studio.
Marco Kweku goes to sit on Peace FM and sets the agenda for the disqualification of the song. And I told you, Nene, you remember I told you? I told you that definition, whatever that thing he said, and being a member of them and working with them.
Is he on the board?
But I'm hearing that it has nothing to do with the profanity aspect of what he said on that station.
But it's what?
It was more about the fact that, okay, so I had an intel who works with the academy or the board, one of them. He doesn't want me to disclose his name. He called me and made me aware. I think I was doing the drive on Thursday or Wednesday. He called me to say that because we're going to do that story. And then I had posted it also on Facebook, so he saw it and he called me. So the thing is that per the streams, let me show you this. So there's YouTube and then per YouTube and Audiomark. Both songs are doing pretty well. Aseda and Makoma. And the problem they have is that when they put the two together in the same category, when it comes to voting, the guy votes may split, allowing a second on the third person
whoever said
to
that,
overtake him.
Whoever said
relax.
that
Let me land. So for that reason, they decided that out of the two, the highest of the two is Aseda. So we should rather pitch Aseda against all the others.
Because they know when they put the two artists there, when they put the two songs there, whoever they want to give it to, they can't give it to that person.
So have they explained this thing to Kim Paluta for him to understand?
So that was my problem with that reasoning.
And
I
who
was
pushed the profane narrative that is flying all over the place?
The profane narrative has to do with, what Okumate said prior.
No, so when they went to back and the guy came clearly to say and show the lyrics of the song and what is there, then this one came. And I've heard this one. And do you know what? The painful thing is, I filed a nomination. I know my song. I know whatever it is. If you can do this, what consent did I give you to do that? If you're saying you need consent to accept nomination. You see how the corruption is working.
That was also my thought. That was also my thought. That why didn't you talk to the guy to find out that this is the situation? Do you still want us to put both songs in the categories you're asking for, rather than you deciding in your own way to take that? Okay, between Asida and Makoma, Asida is much more it's grossing or getting the peaks and the attention and all that. The streaming is higher. So let's put Asida first.
Even really bothered over it because
he's bothered because he brought out a presser petition on Makoma snub.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you care, I can read it. So he says he was supposed to be in the most popular song of the year, a record of the year, high love song of the year, and songwriter of the year. Yet he didn't see Makoma in any of those categories.
So they took a song that will make him possible to be in a lot of.
Okay.
It was an intentional thing. So just like they did to Bisakede.
We'll speak to Robert Klah hopefully around 3 o'clock thereabout.
But if you get to know,
and
there's King Paluta SGMG coming up in a few weeks. Heartbreak Tonic.
Oh really?
I saw the video.
Oh really?
Dope music.
Nice.
Dope music.
Oh, JMJ is back to production.
Well,
because he told me he was taking a hiatus sort of.
We push him.
So this one is his own song or fiction?
No, so it's a 50-50 thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
on the split sheet.
Yeah, on the split sheet. So I did the split and everything.
Oh,
no.
Okay. That's
who
cool.
owns the song?
Okay, so JMJ retains the masters.
Okay.
So on the stream and the revenue side, it's 50-50.
Okay. So it's both are allowed to use the song for anything.
It's more like a DJ Khalid kind of a thing.
Okay.
So if the nomination comes, it's Paluta, GMG.
Okay.
Yeah. We are not too.
Please, we should be the first to drop the song.
We are not too greedy on.
We should be the first to drop the song.
I think one of the things that was does, instead of projecting artists, they kill careers.
Well, it depends on how you look at it.
This one, I prefer you getting a psychologist sitting with a guy to let the guy understand.
Why? He has a psychological problem.
On Wednesday, I mean, he came with his team, Dela, Van, all the guys. So we sat down, had a very long conversation, and I was trying to read his body language. He's happy. He's not really bothered. So I couldn't even engage him on that conversation because I wanted to.
No, one thing the team has done well with him, because he was somebody who, when you hit him with stuff,
he comes at you hard.
So they worked on him not to show emotions. Be in the lane so that the business we have to do, we do it. So that it doesn't affect. So that one I would say the team has done well. But what we need to do is, I don't think this is fair. If on one hand you are saying you didn't pick somebody's nomination because the person didn't give you authorization. Who gave you this authorization to determine? When you are saying you're using the same backstory.
I think they should have had both songs in there. Those are his songs.
But I don't know. But
in which of the definitions?
Has it been
which
the
of the definitions that says that you cannot have two or more songs? And you remember,
this thing has come up before.
Last year, you asked this question here. When a particular group had over 8 nominees, and you said that this thing will bring trouble, and they said no. Once the people are qualified, they should what? They should be there. So Nikwa is saying.
Well, I'm not the one to speak for Charterhouse.
I'm maybe confused. They use digital as the differentiator.
I think that is
something that I always try to stay far away from. So
because I have queried them several times, and I had issues with George Quay then at Hits FM. That KPAG association, I don't know what he does, because
it's a data collection company.
Yeah, so when you finish all the data, so that people, the artists you're educating, they can go and say that this is the true reflection.
2 years ago, they publish it on the screens for people.
That graph that has no figures.
I say it has no figures.
A pie chart this thing.
Don't worry. As I said, hopefully we intend to speak to Robert Klah if he's able to join us later on around 3 p.m. thereabout. Then we have the conversation. Of course, talk about. He said he had other engagements, so the best thing he can do is to join us over our phone or for Zoom. So hopefully we'll get to speak to him around that time, and then also clarify things. And of course, talk about the window of errors that has been given till Sunday. Hopefully, those who have issues with all these things can be clarified. So I'm hoping that by now, Paluta and his team have taken advantage of the window of error to also make amends or corrections with get feedback from them. Hopefully.
Maybe it's another avenue to create a lot of buzz and talkability. Eventually,
you never know.
Get that song back again, and we are all good to go.
Yeah.
Oh, Koka, what do you think?
But see, that's the reason that I was given, or the intel given. Does it make?
Does it make sense?
Oh,
you can't explain to a KG.
It doesn't.
No,
make sense.
is it not possible that it can split his votes? Is it not possible?
It's so they should give me the natural traditional.
No, so you
airplay.
engage the person involved. That okay, per what we are seeing, you have two big songs. If you put all the songs in the same category, it's likely that your vote will be split. So we are based on this. We want to do ABCD.
But
what's your take on it? And don't take decisions for me.
Yes, so
but that one is even crying more than the bereaved.
Exactly, no doubt. But having taken that decision, don't you think realistically, if those two songs are there, for instance, it will split his vote?
I have a funny feeling that those two songs
will propel him.
Would disturb other artists.
Yes,
in that category.
I am telling you rather that what you just said has exposed another thing, that they are worried about he taking the shine in that category.
Basically.
Oh, okay. Anyways. Okay, so
that it becomes an easy win for him.
It's about 9 minutes after the hour 2. It's Artsy live on Asaase 99.5 here in Accra. We're live in Tamale 99.7, live in Cape Coast 100.3, live in Kumasi 98.5. I have Nene here, I have Koka here, and we're just touching base on some stories that made rounds in the course of the week. In a bit, we'll be having the man, Professor Lionel, the liar. He's about to come and lie to us again. Oh, Joe is an M. He's going to have a quick chat with us. And then also we have Ghanaian Stallion, one of the best producers. If you know about the songs, Kwaku, what's his name? Black Sherif songs that he started with. First sermon and second sermon, he was the producer behind that. Ara the J, Jesus Christ, part 1 and 2. He's also the man behind that. He's done a couple of things with other people. So, being a producer, my question has to do with the record of the year. So, watching Grammy last year, there was a definition for record of the year and the song of the year. The song of the year is just awarding the artist. The record of the year has to do with even those beyond the song, behind the song. So the producer, the marketer, everybody who was involved in it.
Localize it, too. Don't go and bring problem.
Localize is the same.
Go GT.
Song of the year, Kofi can attack this one, that one. Remove.
So don't take it to a level where you go and create troubles for somebody.
Which trouble?
Yeah.
It's not the definition that is given.
That side, the work. Once they put out the work, you know from day one, you know who is involved. You get me? Don't go and create problems because
you mean the artist should not go and create problems, or is it me?
No, the one we have here. No, it doesn't go that way.
But that's what they are saying with the definition for record of the year.
Yo,
is that not the case?
Yo, We know the people they refer to.
Okay,
they will give you different definition, then do that was.
You began with it. All right, so it's about 11 minutes after the hour 2. We're going to jump into the second conversation. We already done one with the man DJ Yoga already with his brand new song, Hold On, featuring Kofi Jama. And there's something called Third Talks. So I decided to look for the definition of the word third. But I saw 30. It doesn't look like something good at all, but the man is here to tell us more. So, this guy's comedy sensation who breaks, rips, transforms lives, and burns hearts through his mesmerizing storytelling, stage performance, stand-up comedian, and a mastermind behind the one and only Professor Lionel. His mission is to leave the world a little happier than he met it. He's done the first cipher farting. I don't know how he did that. First cipher farting, like. Okay. And then reliable source, which is not, he has a liar in there. And now he's promising us TED Talks, the Physicians and Surgeons plays, God willing, on the 19th of April. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the man, Professor Lionel.
I'll be small like they go live with that day. My money was on the whole night.
Why didn't him nice there? Good boy, Biama.
Mr. Magic.
Ojo. Emo akwaba. First time I was in here.
Pacho, my third time.
Third time. Oh, okay. First two no way then. With Jantro.
Obi a show. Basket Mouth ever Ghana no.
Oh, okay.
That show, the Easter comedy show, so I came here.
Oh, okay. Now the donor ya open o shada na we poor na say normal.
Pacho Davi. Say me nervous when I started comedy. Now, like anytime I'm going on stage, I get nervous.
Okay.
People say nah, abba.
Oh, okay.
Me mama say me the best say so. Me say na a coin kakra na stop here, and I just say.
So you get nervous before you go on stage?
Very.
Does it still happen?
Yeah.
It still happen?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought by now you've shaken it off.
Oh no.
No. Well, tell us a little bit about who is Ojo. Who the younger said then?
Samuel Tete Majite. Typical Kroboma.
I see. Samuel Tete Majite.
Yeah, I was born in Kumasi, born and raised in Kumasi.
I see.
Yeah, and I attended NAFTI.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
And, I'm a video editor and also a cinematographer.
Oh, okay. So at what point did the comedy hit you?
When I was in level 100. So Calibos was my roommate.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Very infectious.
Okay.
And I was in love with stand-up comedy, but Calibos was doing comic acting. Yeah, so I fell in love with comic acting because of Calibos.
Okay.
Yeah, so anytime he goes on set with Kofas, here somewhere, I will join them and watch the whole thing. Although I don't participate. Yeah.
They're about to lie again.
In it, but I'll just stand and just watch everything. So I fell in love with the comic acting.
Okay.
I was from Kumasi, so I didn't know how to get in touch with the stand-up comedians as well.
Okay.
So there was one time that I saw this program Laugh Line hosted by Lexi. Yeah, so I acted as if as a photographer. So I went there and I told them I was a photographer for the show, but I wasn't.
Hey, so didn't try. No. You lied your way through.
Yeah. So they invited me in. And I was just watching them perform. Obi, Foster Romanos. We don't pictures. I didn't take any picture. I was just learning the craft. Yeah, so I went for like 2, 3, 4 times, and I asked them if I could perform. But
and nobody asked you about the pictures you're taking.
No, they asked for the pictures, but
I
didn't take any picture. I was just looking at them because the art was so nice. Yeah, so I was just learning some stuff from Lexi, Obi, and Foster Romanos. Yeah, it got to a point that I wanted to try because I had developed some jokes and I wanted to try if they were funny.
Okay.
But they didn't allow me. So it was DKB who was doing this show at Osu. Comedy Express. Yeah. So I told one guy, MG the comedian, and he allowed me then. From that day,
Mr. Majite is in the building. But so before you went on stage, you adopted the name Ojo or something, or how did the name come about?
This name, I got this name in AFT level 300.
Okay.
Yeah, and how I got the name, I can't say it. Yeah, so when a lady took my seed from me.
Hey.
A lady took your seed from me.
Like, you see,
took your seed.
So
you're a virgin.
Yeah. So level 300.
Would you so start?
Yeah. So November 14th November 2017.
It was a Val's Day.
Yeah. No. November.
November, rather. Okay.
14th November 2017. So I couldn't.
I wanted to not to.
Yeah. I remember they did so well. And I'm going to like 5 seconds. Been and before that, they were calling me Joe.
Why Joe? Because your name is Samuel.
Kojo.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So they call me Joe.
Yeah.
Say, Ojo. So anytime she sees me, say, Ojo.
So it's a girl.
Oh, my first. I don't know, 100 there.
But did you go back to redeem yourself, or you allowed things to be?
I couldn't. I went back, but it was still the same. I'll be the same for like.
And come here, one car will go back, prepare properly, go back, and then show her something.
Know how to prepare.
Ask boys, say.
Boys.
Be say boys, say.
You see. This story, I will know you because that time was not me name. Story, mobile
the more be not free. Usu a call Bobashi. Kogo clinic. We say my baby tongue herbs.
Yeah.
Only me will be not free about them. Herbs are boys.
All kind of story.
That made me a young.
Young.
Yeah.
Last year. Black Kobe.
No, so do you still know this lady we're talking about? Are you still friends?
Yeah, we are still friends.
To whom? How do you feel?
Oh, whom you are saying about right now? No, because right now she's not interested in guys anymore.
Oh. You see, you suppose some guys marriage. Oh, I should be aware. Go be aware no. But you see, I say na why. Your faith. So we saw you collaborating with the likes of Lexi and then what's his name, Obi and Ponsa on TV, doing some a lot of skits.
Yeah.
And you were known for lying all the time.
Yeah.
When did you also discover that part of you that you could do just that? Because everybody knows you for that.
Yeah, it was during COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was doing skits before COVID, but during COVID, this is how the thing came about. I asked God that I needed something, something that people would know me for, and I went number 2, in the washroom, and as I was there, I saw this video of a tour guide explaining to these tourists how some slaves were taken from here to Jamaica, and how they got the name Jamaica. I was like, this can't be true.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, so I can do this. So I tried America, right? And I say if Jamaica is Jamaica, America is Amani, because America you can get any like nationality there. Yeah, so Amani Areka. So that's a man Erica Sakruno so to be our student. I didn't almost America, America. So I did that first one. People liked it, and I did Japan. I said and Kofobina Omo Krubisuna Omo Yare na Yare Bakrumontina Omo Yin Krofobinu Omo Yaware for Tete Kokwine Elukokwi and Omo call a forest beam. Omo na bosom bi etwa ti wo ho. No bi sa bosom ne say obetimi amomo aduro abakuro ni mu ana because on bosom of forest so. Na bosom ne say obetimi amomo aduro na bisa wonya bibi ansa. No mo say opedien. Bosom say ompe bibi a mo pebi nti no mu kura bayere ne nya mo say bosom ne pe bayere na na. Bosom say dabi. Body ope dabi emo ope. Na bosom say dabi na ade na sa body ne nya gum no. I say a pan. Na sa pan on say ukosiri ma draw ho ne ade sa tete pan ni. So say eno na ope. Nti omo ba bia obemo medro no ne mo mpedro ne bi omo ba omo nja omo pan no. Omo fedro. Ti be friend okokrumu ha say Japan. Ne be gi adro. Ti Japan no. Ne be Japan. Isi na Japan for ye ceremony bi omo bo pan mu pan. And and that one people liked it. I did Toronto.
So a couple of other countries. Yeah. Please give us about 2 of them right now. New ones, apart from the old ones now. Yeah.
Country be kind of me.
Sobolo. Do some Medina Sobolo type good.
Medina Sobolo.
Country. Yeah, Toronto. Yeah. I quite fast when you're in Toronto, no. Now
Toronto is a city in Canada.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toronto, no. Now a uncrophomia, no be. Nana, or more, nana, I want Asaase baby. To say, Obija, a biamo once and a woo. Nana, any animal, no. Not omondo mo ba ku okay ba ba ko ndo ni because ni anu nya fevers pa itiana aso o twa ntro to ne so twa ntro bebre to ne so na o twa ntro bi to ne so ma ni anu ye pamo no na afi okoye ni pa ko no twa ntro no lita yare be bo no yare be bo no
asekama
yare be bo na afi no munya druma no o ma frɛ akonfo bebre o ma frɛ konfo kwa de ni nyina munya ba o ma me hwe na afi ni nua no obi ko ka che ni say pacho nua ne yare o no say to no buy o buy no no ka say yare we di e bebi okoye no konfo bebi yare no wo hu edro de ebesa no nti okote ahaban bi sa ahaban no na o buy na o de be so ni nua no to de be so nua no no ka say hey me nua be me wo pa de wi na me twa ntro to su pa wetimi abagimi o me hu say intro ento papa no say ene asase na ye na de amaye no yenko na sa kuru no so ne ye be fro say intro ento papa na mo ni nua ne ka say da bi intro ento papa de wa ye nye ne say intro ento se na be ye be create some misery bi some mystery bi so we say de na friends intro ento to me frɛ asase no so intro ento intro ento never da ni Toronto nti o hwɛ sa Toronto a say what Canada almost say in the entire of capital ni sa aban na ode nti o hwɛ Canada
aban
sa aban na ode
so ode son brother
ode son ya area
we are in trouble
bro ni because me truthful
it's Professor Lionel and going about his usual business, lying to us how Toronto was discovered. Habani line intro and then Toronto. You don't say. All right, so we have something called. So you did the sci-fi farting thing.
Sci-fi farting.
Did you ever do anything like that?
No.
Okay, so then you're about to do the TED Talks.
Yeah.
Why TED Talks?
Yeah. So I did my first show last 2 years in 2023. The title was Timid and Crazy. So I explained how I became timid from childhood and how I became crazy. So I told the story.
Timidity nema oko you know.
The Timid and Crazy was on YouTube now, and this one, the TED Talk. I'm the type who likes to watch TEDx. TEDx. So I got an idea that why don't I do a stand-up comedy like the TEDx, but you do your presentation with PowerPoint and everything, but it's stand-up comedy.
Okay.
But I can't just use their name because of copyright.
Exactly.
And I'm the type in my comedy, with my stand-up comedy, sometimes the jokes are 18
and above.
So I said, then this like me talking my American, like I say, SHIT.
That's what I saw for the definition of the TED.
So let me talk my SHIT. So
okay.
Another name for SHIT is TED.
Yeah.
So it will be like TED Talks, but it will be similar to the TEDx, the TED Talks. Yeah. So just talk your SHIT.
Yeah.
So, but this one is with PowerPoints.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So PowerPoints and.
So you're gonna do slides.
Yeah.
For people to just watch.
And I have a topic.
Okay.
The first one that I did was about my life.
Okay.
This one is about my work as a tech guy and editing.
Okay.
Yeah, so some ideas that I got through the like with technology and the jokes. Yeah, I was just to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you doing so with the first one that you did, Timid and Crazy? Did you have a couple of collaborations on that?
Yeah.
And so is it good the same that you're gonna have for the TED Talk?
Yes.
So who are going to be with you?
Lexi is on it.
Okay.
Jeffrey Notti, Chemical, Jinan Tatia, and my friend Kojo PJ Papayao, and also Jerry. Yeah.
Ashino.
Yeah, and even is Ajumo. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a tall list.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So all the sets.
Yeah.
On the 19th.
On the 19th of April.
Physicians and Surgeons, College of Physicians and Surgeons.
It's educational, so that's why I chose that venue.
It's what?
It's educational.
Ah, okay. So I was going to ask you, why not the usual place that we all know, the National Theatre or probably somewhere else? I decided to go for that place.
Honestly, it was booked.
Oh, yeah. I see. So that's the truth behind it. For once, he's not lying. For once, he's not lying. He told the truth. All right. So, what are the preparations so far? What are we looking at on that day?
That day, you should, expect the best. Come and experience this with us, because this is the first time, like, Ghanaians will see a Ghanaian comedian using slides, the PowerPoint, to perform. Yeah, and those on it too are going to, perform with their slides. Yeah. So
some of the other guys are going to do slide also.
Yes. Please.
Okay, I see.
Yes, please. So, and if you haven't watched TEDx before, you should go and watch it, and it will be just like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will be just like that, but this time it's just comedy.
Okay. All right. You mentioned that you are into cinematography and editing. Please. How is that also going for you?
Very good. Very good. I mean, and coming to Minyeska.
So are you saying the comedy is not fetching that much?
It is. But in our world, you have to find another job. Yeah, because if you do one, you can't do one. I mean, you are not Sarkodie or Stoneboy, so you can't do one.
But who told you that those two are doing just one?
I don't know.
Yeah, just assuming.
Yeah. I mean, you can't do one. And as a young guy, I mean, I have a dream to, raise somewhere.
Okay. So, let's say you've been in this space for how long in the industry?
For 8 years.
8 years.
Yes, please.
Are you proud of what you've done so far, what you've achieved so far?
Yes, please.
And would you want to continue with this trajectory, or at a point in time you just want to retire, go back and then focus on your editing and stuff?
Get something that will give me more money. I'll go there, but this will. I'll focus on this.
You get something like what?
I love documentaries. I love doing documentaries. Okay. So maybe when I get like some cool
cash, and you forget the comedy.
No, I won't forget it. Yeah. I'll come back and do it.
Okay. What has been some of the challenges in the last 8 years that you've encountered?
With both comedy and editing.
Specifically, let's focus on comedy.
Yeah, some of the challenges, I paused my work editing to focus on comedy. So, for some years, it was really tough. Yeah, it was really tough because I thought, leaving the work, focus on this, maybe you'll get somewhere and the money will start coming.
Yeah.
But it was really tough. So, and I wasn't getting the love at home because they were like, Charlie.
Both parents were not interested in what you're doing.
Yeah, especially my stepdad, he wasn't happy at all. When I did my first show and he heard about it, that was when
he changed his mind.
Okay, yeah. And 2 weeks after he died.
Oops.
Yeah.
Our condolences.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Yeah. So, but the challenges, monetary challenges, and also, I think that's it. Yeah.
Issue now in this kind. Says can I
I think it's normal. You learning the learning curves. You go and perform, like knowing the kind of audience and the kind of jokes you do. Yeah. So those ones are just learning curves. So when I say challenge is because it comes
with the turf. All right. Occupational hazards.
Yeah.
Are you married, single, divorced, complicated, ready to mingle?
Everything.
I'm ready to mingle.
I saw a ring on your third finger, so I thought it's not proper ring.
Yeah, it's not proper ring. I'm on the way. I'm on the way.
But you have somebody. I also call you Ojo Anna.
My neighbors are
Unim. So a form wisa, peri, ginger, Kalina Bobna Fasa.
I've tried so many things. You say, oh, think about something. Me, I think about football. Me, I don't watch football. So I like to think about football.
Why don't you like football?
I think say, maybe I mean, be quiet. Asante be quiet. They used to bully me a lot. So those guys, they bully me. So I was like, nah. Yeah.
They will take your own ball from you.
Yeah. No, I didn't even have a ball. By any time I go and you have to pay to play.
Yeah, okay.
At that level. Corruption again.
I say bully and pebble. So
I took that joy out of you.
Yeah, mine was climbing coconuts and going to the baller to take some things and do cars. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But Charlie, seriously, you need to make the brotherhood proud. Don't stop this thing. Where?
It has its own story. I'll tell you the story.
Because I'm imagining your DMs. Girls are loving what you're doing.
They shouldn't know what I do.
They are coming into your DMs all the time, I'm sure. Fine boys say, oh, nice glasses. I mean, cute. I mean, nice body. It's kakakawa. Now, then I'm about now your Ojo near my idea. Wow.
Oba me TikTok. Me
But on a more serious note, Charlie, you work.
Now, what about taking interview with serious? Not the Kwaku one.
Oh, Bombra, me so de me can Nike come.
What got about two pigga?
Me can Nike come. All correct.
Okay. Salam, a very good friend of mine. He's in the theater. He's, I think, one of the best production set designers. He's also known as Demographics. He says he's appreciating what we do in supporting the arts. Ojo is really trying his best, and that's the message to you. So compliments from Demographics to you. It's also known as Salam. All right, so we're about to wrap up.
Sure.
So what should people expect on the day? When is it? How to contact you or any of your team members or something like that? So let us know all that.
Okay, so it's happening. TED Talks Comedy Special is happening on the 19th of April, Easter Saturday. Yeah, and it's happening at the College of Physicians and Surgeons at Rage. Yeah, so if you want tickets are going for 150 regular and 250 VIP. So you can call me 0248 266608 0248-266608, and I will deliver it to you wherever you are.
Hey, what are we delivering?
Meow.
All right, thank you very much. So if I give you a name like Koka or Diego or Nene, can you use it to lie for me?
It's a medical library name now.
How long does it take you for even to come up with such?
Sometimes it takes like 30 minutes. Sometimes it depends. Sometimes it just pop up.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Just pop up. Oh, rapping is oh, me too. Guys, is here. Oh,
These are my regular pundits on the show. Koka, I'm sure you chanced upon him before. So this one too is noted for.
Oh, rapping me my chair 3 times.
So I'll allow them to say. Tell me.
When you're coming up, it gets to a point. Now you struggle and you have to lie. Oh, minimum. You have to be confident about it. What's so people move for? Without saying here, I
had a nice conversation with a lady at Usu. We met. He called me. 247 police station of Kanishin. Sunub Zaraman's place. We talked for like 30 minutes. I still can't make it out.
Oh.
And then we both part ways. I don't want to ask her name
if I
for
watch
her to
it,
feel like, hey,
if I watch it,
Koka.
It's a Ben Ametoka. Remember, from me and I saw what Danzuma, and I think
Please, bless this young man. Anything you want to say to him before I let him go?
I would say he should see Diego, let him find space here for you, so that at least you have radio comedy show. You have to sacrifice the content you are building now. But those contents, you need to milk it in socials for now to get a personality. But have it in mind that you want to build a quarterly show. That is one brand. Quarterly show in Ghana. So we'll be away Accra, no you come see every quarter. It will give you revenue. Look for small place, small audience. Look for pop. Grow your audience. They are not free, but your cameraman has to be sharp and swift. That you finish no, then they post them for revenues.
YouTube.
Then the other one, I always say that nobody has tapped in. Church comedy. You be a shanty boy, right?
I be Krobo boy.
Krobo.
Was born in Kumasi. Wow. And well, me quite yeah. See, I don't care. New
Then try and look for the youthful churches and do comedy and music, bro. You will make revenue because it's a gray area. When it starts and it's nice, especially the Vows Day times, Mother's Day, Father's Day, that period in the churches. Do comedy to appreciate these people. A best shocky will say every church will try call you, especially the Vows Day when they want to keep their people in the church.
Jeffrey, what's up more half of the
No.
half.
Vows Day me
now for some mammy and Roman free, no, Abrabo no Beginisica.
Me a man of the house.
You, So I beg you, these are the opportunities, and then be kind with media houses. But everybody you give your content with, have an arrangement to pick your content back, or else you will do free and you go on people's platforms and your content is making money. I beg you, always try and let them know, okay, I'm on this platform, but every content I put here, I still have the rights. Just always make that declaration. But I think you have what it takes to do.
Thank you very much.
All right, so Nene, you have the last take. Anything you want to say to the young chap before he leaves?
Had a good convo, and the big man just blessed him with everything that he needs. So I think he's good. Okay, so humanity is good to go. Okay, yes, and Trono. And all the things that he said, you the ladies.
What do you want to girls and are they?
No crap, dear. Me find you.
What's a 1 minute guy?
We are 1 minute. But
oh, that means no.
But romance in the idea.
Oh, and it dear because only I had dear.
I don't miss open no one to move to come on some video below there.
What's that? Yeah, Koka.
Thank you very much.
So we just had a conversation with the man, Samuel Majite, aka Ojo, aka Professor Lionel, and he has a comedy show coming up on the 19th of April 2025 at the Physicians and Surgeons. Thanks for coming through. We're going to take a quick breather with some commercial. When we come back, there's another gentleman we're going to speak to. He's a producer. And if you have heard the sermon, first sermon and second sermon, around the J's, Jesus Christ, part 1 and 2, then is the man behind the songs. I'm going to talk to him in a bit. Stay with us.
Party people!
Step Step back in time and immerse yourself in the nostalgic tunes of yesteryear. It's 2 hours of ultimate collection of mega hits and bangers. Songs you love going back to the old school. This is the ultimate throwback experience. Tune into Asaase 99.5. Listen every Saturday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for authentic music. Let's go back to the old school on Asaase, your premium music experience station. Asaase, the voice of our land.
Greetings, massive. My name is King Legacy, the 7-star general, the host of Yard Settings. Yard Settings on Asaase Radio nationwide. Check out the new update. Saturday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We bring you Asaase Yard Settings Jam, play you the best in reggae, bringing you my top 10 reggae hits, and also touching base with you via the phone lines to check out the vibes, how it is like out there. Sunday, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. We'll bring you the Echo Chamber news, the happenings in the reggae dancehall and sound system culture world. Also the Legends Corner, where we sit and reason with the artists, both yard and foreign. Yard Settings. Style a style, and style can't spoil. Yard Settings to the world.
Beautiful Minds. Beautiful Minds is fully loaded with inspiration. Don't miss out. Tune in to Beautiful Minds on Asaase 99.5 Accra every Monday at 8 p.m. for empowering conversations, heartwarming topics, journey of self-discovery, growth, and resilience. Join our social media community. Follow Asaase 99.5 Accra on social media, engage in conversations, and share your experiences. Together, let's prioritize mental health. Beautiful Minds. Empowering minds, fostering resilience. Tune into Asaase 99.5 Accra every Monday at 8 p.m. with Dr. Isaac Newman Arthur, a medical doctor and clinical psychologist, to get a positive impact. Asaase, the voice of our land.
Hi, I'm Shikani, and this is Room. And this is Room. Hottest spot for all things on wheels. We're talking auto news, safety hacks, fresh tech, street rules, and every vibe that makes your life on the road complete. Join me and my perfect combination of industry experts, policymakers, your favorite influencers, and your average Joe. This and every Monday from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. on Asaase Radio. And this is Room. Room for a complete road user experience.
To be a leader in one's field takes a lot of sacrifice, discipline, hard work, and smart thinking. It is a world of legacies that would be kings and queens. They have journeyed through times and seasons, faced challenges and obstacles, and through it all, they have come out stronger and better. With them, they have carried the African spirit and brought to life the African dream of greatness for discoveries and great strides they have made. In a world where the African may not naturally be the first option, what has aided them in breaking boundaries and stereotypes?
4 exciting moments of enlightenment with great African leaders. Join us on Sunday night. This and every Sunday at 7 p.m. on Asaase Radio. Sunday night, the iconic encounter.
Get interactive. Hashtag Artsy. Hashtag Asaase. Artsy on Asaase Radio nationwide every Saturday from 1 p.m. with Diego.
Get interactive. Hashtag Artsy, hashtag Asaase Entertainment.
And the background is Black Sharif's second sermon. Because we're about to talk to a man popularly known as Ghanaian Stallion by his original name, his government name is called Kyei Mensah. Grew up in Berlin as the son of a German mother and Ghanaian father. Spent several years in school in Ghana before moving to Freiburg to live with his grandparents and later came back. Eventually, as a young adult, he returned to Berlin. The one constant through thing that moved him was music. He has produced hits for some of the most important artists of our time, but above all, he has developed his own sound somewhere between UK drill and Ghanaian highlife. The attitude of 90s hip-hop and the energy of future Afrobeat. He produced the likes of Black Sherry, First and Second Sermon, Patrice and Peter Fox, and the Grand Kings like Chima, Ede, and Amewu. And of course, the long-time collaboration, Megalo. And of course, he has a new work also with Arada J that I'm going to drop in a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome yours truly, Kyei Mensah, a.k.a. Ghanaian Stallion.
Hello. Nice to be here.
Good to have you in the studio.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Oka Ghana kasebiana.
Bocho, baby, I'm fancy.
Oh, na zabo bodo. Fancy fanefi.
Winneba.
Oh, nice. Achimfo. Achimfo bia. Na achimfo.
What is it?
Go on way achimfo.
Achimfo.
That's the local name for Winneba. Futu rather. Oh, okay.
I see. The Gumwa down with the Achimfo.
Two mama no fancy.
Da be papa.
Papa mum. Oh, okay.
Mom say Germany.
Oh, I see. Interesting. How was it like growing up?
Yeah, it was very. I could draw from different cultures, so I had a very I would say broad mind of I was not just raised in Germany or just in Ghana, so I'm at home in both worlds, I would say. Yeah.
Interesting. You said you had a bit of schooling here in Ghana. You
I went to GSS in Ghana. Yes.
Oh, which school is that?
STC in Winneba. It used to be called STC. Yeah, I think it now has a different name. Yeah.
Okay, so after senior high school, you left Ghana.
Yeah, I went back to Germany. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. How was life like when living in Ghana to now stationed there in Germany?
I'm actually in between. So whenever I get cold in Germany, I escape. So between October and March, you normally find me in Ghana. Here.
Okay. So you're running away from the cold.
I'm running away from the cold. Exactly.
Sounds like a song I know about. Running from the cold, something like that. Anyways, good to have you back in Ghana. How long have you been in Ghana for this year?
I came in November.
Yeah. Okay. For Dirty December.
I'm not really. I mean, obviously, you have to be there. You have to, network with people. But I since I grew up in Ghana, partly in Winneba, I'm not really that Dirty December guy. I know there's a lot more to Ghana than just the Dirty December. So yeah.
All right. So I counted from I got the information about your profile that you had a bit of like a partnership with a couple of other big artists here in GH in terms of your production work. But then, of course, I want to go back to where it started off.
Yeah.
I saw some story that has to do with your father making you listen to certain songs. Whilst you're in Ghana, also listen to certain songs. Your mom also made you listen to certain songs. How did that change you being that producer that you are?
Yeah, in general, like having music around me, my parents listened to music all the time. There was always something playing, whether it was my father playing Ghanaian high life or reggae or jazz, or my mother, playing rock music or whatever she also liked. So I always had a lot of influences, and that basically also molded my producer, career. I work with a variety of artists. You might hear one song and then another song, like a drill song and an Afrobeat song. They are different. You might not think it's the same producer, but yeah.
Was mom and dad, either of them, into music?
Both of them, yeah. They were not like actively playing, but they were actively listening. And when some African bands came to Berlin to perform there, some of the after show parties took place at our house. So yeah, there was always a lot.
Has anybody ever told you look like Shaggy?
Like Shaggy, oh wow, I've never heard that before.
Oh, okay. So I was wondering why you didn't do music rather being the producer. Why didn't sing?
I mean, music.
I think you don't have the voice.
Producing is also music. No, I like to. I think I'm just a music guy. You know, I just like to spend time in the studio, listen to sounds, create new sounds, and I let other people do the talking, or and I stay.
How did it start with the sound engineering?
I was a DJ first, actually, through a friend who actually back in the days advised me to come on, you know, I see you have talent. Why don't you start DJing? And I was like, okay, let me actually see. And you know, with time, I transitioned into being a producer. So yeah.
I see. Yeah. So the DJing got you into. I know a couple of DJs who are in Ghana also into song, a lot of and all the collaborations and all that. Yeah.
Back in the days, it used to be more like you are a producer, you're a DJ and then you become a producer. But now it's a bit more like you are a producer and you're becoming a DJ as well, because you like to play your music somewhere, and it's an extra field of money or income that you can derive.
All right. So you do that based in Germany or both in Ghana as well?
Yeah, like the DJing mainly like. Mostly I'm a producer now, like, and the DJ sets are very selective for certain events or where I showcase a set or so. But it's not like you'll find me regularly in clubs anymore. Like you'll mostly find me in the studio.
Whose song did you touch first?
Which song did I?
Whose song? Who did you touch first? As in produce?
The first song was for Megalo.
Yeah,
he's a collaborator. He's half Nigerian, half German as well.
Okay,
and not as well, but he's half as well. And he's a guy that I used to work with a lot back in the days, and he was the first guy to actually use my beats. Yeah.
How did you feel?
It felt good. Yeah, it felt good. Like creating something from scratch, and then someone, writing a verse to it, and the song getting released, and slowly people recognizing your art and saying, "Oh, this is actually nice." It's a good feeling always.
Okay, being a DJ, you decided to shift a bit into the production bit, and you chanced upon our very own, the song that I started with, Black Sharif.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Sharif and I met through a friend called Kwame Yesu. He's also an artist from Ghana, a very talented artist. And I was working with Kwame Yesu, who I met through Kwame the MP. And Kwame Yesu was working on a song featuring Black Sharif and Kyei Mensah. And I produced that song. The song's called Anajo.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was the first time that I heard Blacko. Before then I hadn't heard of him, and I asked Yesu, who's this guy on that that you featured? He said, it's called Black Sharif. He's an up and coming guy. That was at that time he had, I think, like 90,000 followers on Instagram. That was he was already bubbling in the underground, but it was not like.
Those songs were two hits, the main hits that brought him out.
Yeah,
the first and second
sermon. Yeah.
So he wasn't that like out there.
Yeah, I mean he was doing his thing already, but yeah. So when I heard Anajo, I reached out to Blacko directly. I was like, yo, bro, what you did on that song is fire. Let me send you some beats. And then he said, yeah, bro, send them through. And then the first pack I sent him had the first summon beats. And the rest is history.
I see. Yeah. And he did both the first and second one with him.
Yes.
Wow. How did you feel when Blacko did this and then it was all over the place?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, first of all, like sonically, when I heard it, I was like, yo, this is next level. This is something new. And then I was actually in Ghana at the time the first summon dropped, and then I was in Winneba at some point, and I heard the song play from some store, provision store, radio. I don't know, what it was. I was like, yo, this. I was a bit confused, because I wasn't expecting the song to play, and I realized, it quickly got momentum. Sakudi reposting it, and everything, and then even people from Germany reaching out to me saying, yo, what is up with this song? Like this sounds crazy.
You didn't know that you are the one behind it.
Yeah, obviously the people saw that I posted it on Instagram, so they eventually found out. But actually, there are a lot of people in Germany who know the second sermon one, with Burna Boy, who then later on came to find out that it was actually me who produced it. But
okay, so the remix with Burna Boy, you did the production as well.
Yeah, obviously. It's the same. It's more or less the same. I just extended the end a bit because Blacko added another outro to it. Yeah.
So that was another big one for you.
That was the one. Yeah. The big one, I would say.
Did you think you've arrived at that moment?
The funny thing is, you will, when you're in the moment, you will not know that you actually have. But it kind of there's a truth to it, because you shouldn't always chase the next moment, but you should also try and enjoy that what you've accomplished, and that is a big. That song is shaped or changed the Ghana music industry in a way, and it's an honor to be part of it. So
you seem geared towards hip hop kind of genre, beat, production.
That's where I come from. That's how I started out, being a hip hop DJ first and working with artists who were more into hip hop. But over the time, I developed more into,
other genres.
And especially the Afro sounds, like the sounds that I was used to from, hearing when I was a kid. And I started blending more. And even on the first summon and second summon, you hear that there's a Afro high life guitar in there. So I like to fuse sounds, that are reminiscent of what people know, but then fuse it with the modern sophisticated sound.
Up until now, which one would you say has been one of your best works that you've ever done?
Best works, I will always say my best work is not out yet. But I mean, you have to say, like, Second Sermon is something special, because it was a sound that you hadn't heard before, and the combination with the way the guy was approaching the beat. So I would say Second Sermon, yeah.
Okay, all right. So you're a blend of Germany and Ghana. How do people feel relating with you?
Yeah.
So
do you mean in Ghana?
When I saw you first, I didn't think you can speak any local language.
Yeah. Most of the people in Ghana are surprised when I speak.
So how do they approach you or accost you, sort of, when they meet you for the first time?
Do you mean in Ghana here?
How do you feel? Yes, exactly.
It's the story of my life, and since I went to school here as a kid, I'm used to people calling me Obruni, and then later when they found out, oh boy, no, then they'll be shocked, and you'll see in their faces that. But then from them being shocked or laughing or being surprised, it then goes into you being able to develop a more deep connection with them, because they say, okay, I mean, he doesn't look exactly like us, but there's something African or Ghanaian about him, and I think that's what makes me, grow stronger bonds with the artists here as well, because they see, oh, he's one of us.
Yeah. So besides Blacko and then Megalo, who are, you mentioned Kwaku something?
Kwaku Flick?
No. You mentioned the guy who connected Kwame Yesu, rather. Yes. Who are other people that you've ever worked with?
Ara the J, J Bad, Kwaku DMC, Fame, Kwame MP, Kofi Mole, Kwesiata, like it's a lot of them. Kwaku Flick, Rocky Dawuni. I always forget.
You've done a song for Rocky Dawuni?
The one with Kwaku Flick, the praise song.
Oh, okay.
I produced that song.
Okay. I see. There's been controversies about split sheets.
About what?
Split sheets.
Split sheets.
Yeah, you know that. You know that.
No, not really.
So when you do a song,
no, I know. But are you referring to a specific situation?
No, yeah. So there's been situations where artists and the producers, they don't know who is taking what. How have you been able to make this easier for other artists to work with you?
For me, I always approach working with people. I see it as a collaboration, and I try to let people know that I want us to be, it should be an eye to eye, collaboration. Whether it's you as the main artist who's releasing the song, you will still see in the way I promote the song that I also feel like it's my song. Like 50% of the song that you hear is by the producer. So I feel when an artist releases a song, it's also my, I also support it, even though it's not my project. I'm not tagged as the main artist. So I think with this, there's publishing. So as a producer, if there's no one else who touched the beats, then there shouldn't be anyone else getting some royalties from that beat. So it should be 50% of the whole music should be with the producer, and the other 50%.
You've not had any issue with anybody coming to say that, hey.
You see, in the thing when it comes to publishing, you can't actually touch it. In Germany, that's like, copyright is protected by law. So if you, for instance, are the one who wrote the song, no one can, unless you sign it over to someone. People cannot just come and say they did it, or it will give you less percentage. They have to clear it with you first. So what I do sometimes, or what I do mostly, is like, if I want to work with an artist that I really, then that means I want to work with them. So it's primarily not about money. So I will tell them I will not charge you, upfront for the beat or for the session. Let's just work and then see and then make a nice song. I'll get my publishing, you get your publishing, and then when it comes to the royalty splits here and there, it really depends on the artist. It really depends on artists, because let's be fair, like the streaming services and the royalties, they're not really paying a lot. Like you have to stream a lot to be actually getting, money from it. So if I work with an up and coming artist who maybe has like 10,000, 20,000 streams on a song, then what's there for me to do? Then I'll say, let me get my publishing, and then let's see that we get the song out. And obviously, if it's a bigger artist who has means, then there has to be a conversation. But I've never been in a situation where the business has prevented me from working with someone. If I see there's something off, then we'll probably not work together.
I see. Interesting. So thankfully God has given you some eyes to see ahead and prevent such things. So does it even pay? What you're doing, does it pay?
It's a good question, and you have to put in a lot of work. And what I always tell people is be patient. Work, believe in your craft. Try to develop and evolve, but be patient. Don't just watch, okay, this guy, I know this guy, I went to school with him and now he's blowing up. I know this guy, he has a feature with this and I also want this. It doesn't work like that. You have to be patient, you have to be consistent, and that's the best way to get through it. And then maybe out of the 10 songs you do, one of them will pay you. Then you get one sermon, and then it will carry you a bit, or will lead other people to your music who will then pay you. So that's what I always say. You shouldn't always be, if you're out for the money in it, to me, then that's the wrong approach.
Brother, you're a man, you need to get a cash.
Everyone has to get paid 100%. So I'm not saying you should appear for free or you should do things for free. I'm just saying, if your mind is set to, okay, let me just see how I can milk it and get money out of it as quick as possible, your career probably will not have longevity. Do
you have any side hustle aside production?
Luckily, I've been able to live off the music for some time now, and obviously it's a combination of me, DJing, also being a tour DJ for Megalo when we tour the festivals in Germany, and then also my production work. So it's a combination, but it's all music. So I'm lucky enough that I don't have to take another job. As of now,
good for you, man. All right, so there's the new project that you have has titled Ahomka, features Reggie, O'Kenneth, Xtra, and then Kwaku DMC. That's a new project.
That's one of the I have an album. I dropped an album 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yes, and the song with all the guys you mentioned is on there, as well as the song with Ara and Kwaku Osei. So many artists on there.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop this one. Which of them do you want me to drop? I have I think I have the Bus Station. I have the Ahomka. I have the Njom featuring Kwaku Osei. So which one do you want me to drop?
The first two you mentioned, you can drop them. You can everything.
They are the J1.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so let's take a listen to this one. When we come back, we'll continue with the rest of the conversation.
Artsy on Asaase Radio nationwide every Saturday from 1 p.m. with Jingle.
Arts relevant, thought-provoking showbiz discussion just for you.
And this is called Bus Station with the Manara the J, a song produced by yours truly, Ghanaian Stallion, aka Bra Alan Mensah. How long did it take for you to put this together?
The whole project?
Yeah. No, this particular one.
This song?
Yeah.
Not that long, honestly. Ara is a dope artist, and
I was listening to a female.
You're listening to a female.
Oh wow!
When he was singing.
And you know, this song has just made nonsense of a notion that we have in this country that unless you sound like some people.
I mean, it was all over the place last week.
It's almost high life delivery. I can hear our pidgin.
Exactly.
Not somebody else pidgin. And it's dope.
The instrumentation, so you can feel the African and Ghanaianness in it.
Exactly.
Why do you want to be like the carbon copy?
Exactly.
Like, what's wrong with us?
I think sometimes it's people, you know, maybe they might have a vision start out, and then, you know, they have people in their teams, they have labels, they have people talking being in their ear, and then they lose that path somehow.
Because
you know?
for me, you cannot sell the fit to me.
Exactly. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
No matter how hard you want to be, you are not fireman.
Facts.
You are not Rema.
Yeah.
It can't be Rema.
You can only be a Kojuenchi or that Lumba or a Dakun Vibes or whatever.
Actually, they did them.
Yeah. Like damn.
So the whole project, you said you launched it 2 days ago.
Yeah, it got out. Yeah, it was released 2 days ago. Exactly.
2 days ago. Wow. And is it on all streaming platforms?
It's out everywhere.
What's the title of the album?
Bridges.
Yes. I'm gonna look for it.
Please.
How is it doing? The last 2
It is actually, the feedback is amazing. Honestly, shout out to Charlene, who's over there from TGMA Music. So we actually talked about this earlier, and it's actually crazy to see. She said she's also getting a lot of feedback from people, because the project is a cross section of what I do, the sounds that I fuse. So there's a song for everyone on there. I guarantee you, and that's the thing. And
are you? I know you go in and out of Ghana, but where's your studio?
I have a studio in Berlin, like a bigger one, but like here in Ghana, I have people know me. I come with my mobile equipment. I set up anywhere where we have electricity, and we go. Like a lot of the songs.
Because I'm wondering how you're able to do that in Ghana. So.
a lot of the songs that you hear were recorded, with the mobile setup that I just bring somewhere, set up my interface, and then we go. We're good to go.
That brings me to something. In Germany, I'm sure people have a music industry, which means that everybody in the ecosystem is respected.
Yeah. No, not everyone, but I mean
mostly. In Ghana, I don't know whether you get the same level of respect from the guys that you work with, because you have a thing of having a kind of a physician for talent only, and anybody else within the chain is not regarded.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether you get the respect that you receive as a producer, or is the same with everybody else.
I definitely get it from my peers, from the artists that I work with. Like everyone I asked to be on the project, even the people. I work with so many people who are not on the project, and I've been welcomed very, very well. I mean, I put in the work also, but people who meet me, they know that he's about the music. He's passionate, and he will give us his all. When I'm in the studio and when I finish a song, you see that I really love detail, and the artists respect that. And then in terms of like the media covering or doing that, I mean, that's a two-sided thing. I also have to come to you guys and share my work. Otherwise, obviously there are a lot of people who know Second Song and First Song. They haven't seen me. They will know.
I mean, until I got to hear about it, I didn't even know you're the one who produced that song.
You see,
because of course the song is unlike hitherto. When you hear JMJ baby, then you know that JMJ did it.
Who produced those two songs? I didn't know it was somebody else until today.
Yeah.
So maybe visibility wise and PR.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, 100%. That's why I'm also here now, And when those things happen, when those songs happen, everything happens so quickly that it wasn't like, okay, we've been working on this with Blacker for 2 years, and now is the time, and let's go and let's push and let's be everywhere. It's actually, it happened, and he himself didn't even expect it, because I know the first sermon for him was meant to be just a freestyle to announce his back then tape that he wanted to drop, which I think he never did in the end, because the song took off and it actually opened something else up, and it took from there. So I mean, it's good that you say it, because
But how do you feel? So you do a great song, for instance, this one, and people are talking about it, but they don't know who behind this one. They only know the artist. Rather J is the one singing. I mean, that means it's a song. They don't even care about you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
Let me put it this way: the people that I care about, they know, and everyone else will find out eventually. Or if someone doesn't look for who is a producer or doesn't care, then that doesn't mean, even if I tell him or write it big, that he still be.
You know what? He has the attitude of Steve J. You know Steve J, the producer.
Yeah.
Okay. Bad boy.
Yeah.
Look, unless he opened his mouth to tell you the things that he did on all the songs, you never know.
Yeah.
And he's not in a hurry for recognition. Yeah. Once the publishing and the checks keep coming, it's fine. So
I mean, the visibility is important. It opens doors.
Exactly.
As well, definitely.
Exactly. That's my point. I'm trying to drive.
So I know it's also important, but what I'm saying is also the time needs to be right, and it shouldn't be in the way that I force myself onto blogs or hey, I'm the guy who did this and did this, And I knew the time will come, especially with a project like this that I'm dropping, where those conversations will come up again, and in hindsight you will see, okay, now it makes sense. Listening to the project, yes, this makes sense,
Okay, all right. So
we need to hear the song. I mean, I want to see a heavy marketing behind this project, because the potential of this project is very great.
It is.
And if you're able to put a bit of money behind it and push it to the right places.
Yes.
For me, it's hard for me to like your music. I'm not. So when I like your music, then you know that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Well,
I heard that before.
Just in case you don't know who he is, he's behind Samini, Kaki, GMJ. He is the marketing strategist for them all as well.
All right,
and so you know who I'm talking about.
Okay. Good to know. Good.
So let's take a listen to this one, Ahumka. That has a couple of other artists on it, and then we'll come back and do more talking.
Yeah.
Artsy on Asaase Radio nationwide every Saturday from 1 p.m. with Gilbert.
And it's called Ahumka, and it has a couple of artists on it. We have Reggie, we have Kenneth, we have B-Strap, we have Kwaku DMC. And I mean, when it comes to working with people like this, a lot of people, don't you get a bit of withdrawal syndrome from some people along the line that gets you like, okay, Charlie, let's take this one out and let's go ahead with it. Did you ever encounter anything like this, having all these people on one song?
No. Like in this instance, for instance, with the song with the guys, I've been working with them before, with Kwaku DMC especially. We have a few songs out already on his projects, and then with J Bad as well, a song called Masherita I produced. So I've worked with them before. So when I was working on the album, I reached out to DMC, and I told him, I need you guys on the album. Like whoever of the constellation wants to be part, and I sent him I think 2-3 different beats to choose from, and then he hit me back and said, we are down, let's go. And it was honestly it was smooth. It was really smooth. I got the parts in time, everything.
Where do you expect this album? Is it Bridges, right?
Bridges is the album,
yeah. Where do you expect this album to get to?
Where I'm expecting it to get me?
What's the end game of this album?
The end game is to first of all grow obviously the visibility, to do things like this, to share my story as well, and also the story of the artists who are involved. Because if you look at the project, you see it's not a collection or a compilation of, okay, let me go to the big guys and have a project on them. That's not really personal, just business thing, and see how I really wanted it to be a project that reflects the network and the work that I did, and also work with artists who are on the verge of being great artists but are not there yet. Like someone like Ara, he's a superstar in my opinion, you know, and people like G West, and there are people on there who are real gems and are really good for the Ghana music industry, and we need to push them, and we need to get them to a place that they can represent Ghana on an international level. And I'm liking to see that, you know, like Black Hole, and then people like, you know, Molly now getting the international recognition, because I think it's important for the country as well that we have more people who carry us like internationally, globally.
Yeah, you have the benefits of sitting in Ghana, also being in Berlin or Germany. How would you, in a real assessment of our music industry, where would you place us?
Like
the Ghanaian music industry.
The Ghana music industry in terms of
home and abroad. How do you perceive it?
I mean, there are a lot of differences, obviously. Like creatively, you know, the approach of a lot of artists here are different, and you know, it's way more intuitive. Like you go to the studio, you play a beat, and already you have people vibing and maybe coming up with a chorus or top line or melodies. In Germany, it's a bit more, you know, theoretical, and okay, send me the thing, I'll write, I'll do this, and then we'll come back, and then, you know, it's less intuitive, less vibes, I would say, you know.
Okay.
It's more like, okay, let's work and get this done. Obviously, that doesn't apply to every artist, but that's more, you know, in general, I would say. Then another thing, basically, which is, I would say, obviously a bit better in Germany, is that we have systems in place that make sure that you get paid for certain things. Like if your music is played on the radio, if your music is played on TV, if your music is played on during the live shows of the big artists, that is money coming in, you know. And then we have royalty systems in place that make sure if you register everything correctly, you will get your money. And that is, I think, something
that is missing here.
That is missing in Ghana, because you have artists here who are, based on their following, they are superstars. Like they have, you know, 1 million or close to 1 million followers, but still they are, you know, kind of hustling on a level that an artist compared to their size in Germany would never have to worry about. Like, you know, because, yeah, I mean, and that's something that I would really hope that, you know, as Ghana, we find a way to support an artist at an earlier level, you know, that, because it's difficult. Let's be honest, like to generate, you know, money. And in Germany we have systems in place that, you know, you can apply for funding for your project. For you have an album, you have a tour, and you can apply to the government for funding.
Oh, really?
To help you with that project. They will give you, you know, if it goes through, you know, if they see this project has potential, then you'll be granted some funds, and you know, it will help you to shoot a video maybe, or to pay some people. You know, it might not be plenty, but it's something.
Not in your fatherland.
To get you started. But here, Charlie, you know it like that. So I would just hope that, like, the industry in general, whether it's the media people, the artists, like, we all come together more, because there's so much we can push, like, you know, and I think it will benefit everyone. The media, it will benefit the artists if there's more, like, relationships.
What do you think the Nigerians are doing better than we Ghanaians?
I wouldn't even say better or worse, you know. Like, they're different, like, it's a different climate and different environment. And like I said, in Germany there are ways, if you do certain things, you always get paid. Like, here you might, you know, people might have to hustle other ways, and might you pay me to play your song or this and that. That's something that in Germany will not happen. Like, either I play it or I don't play it because I like it or I don't like it. And yeah, but I also understand that, you know, the money has to come from somewhere. I would just, like, hope for that it's not always about the money. Meaning that if there's an artist that really needs support, or you really think is dope and he can actually carry the flag for all of us, let's put him on. Like, let's give him an opportunity, you know, and build with him. And then it could always happen that the artist blows and then forgets who helped him. That might be, but that's not on you. That's not on me or on you. If you helped him, your karma will be okay. You see, so yeah, that's what I'm always saying. He might. People switch up on you. People, they change teams. They find new people to work with, or people might tell them, don't go there, go to this radio station, or this is bigger, or this is blah blah, work with this producer and do this. But in the end, like, you know, if you are, you know, pure about what you do and you really care about that person, then in that moment you helped him, and he himself, when he goes to sleep, he will know.
Okay. I'm about to get a bit personal, but before that, I hear you have something beautiful happening tonight. Tell us about it.
Yes, since the album is out, I'm actually celebrating the release. Yeah, it's an experience. I've invited a lot of artists to come through, like, you know, Ara the J will be there performing, G West will be performing, Twitch Forever, Kofi Mole, you know, those are all my guys that I work with, you know, and Joshua Muzi, a guitarist that you might know. He's played on a lot of songs on the project as well. So it's going to be an experience. Like, we are going to premiere the Bus Station video, the official video, which is dropping tonight.
So there's a video for just that one
Bus Station. Yes.
You do for others as well.
Yeah, I have, like, the Bus Station will be the 5th video that I put out for this project.
Oh,
so
okay.
I have videos out already.
Okay, all right.
But now, gearing towards the release, you know, I wanted it to be, you know, a song like Bus Station, like a lead single that, you know, goes with the project and then opens it up for people. So yeah, that's happening tonight at South Village from 7 p.m. till 12 p.m. So I hope if you know some of you hear it, come through. Like, it's the entry is free, and, like, you know, it's going to be vibes 100%.
All right, fine boy, fresh guy like you. How's your DM looking like?
Oh, my dear, strictly business. So.
You sure?
Yeah, mostly.
You sure?
Yeah.
The Ghanaian girls are not.
Oh no, I don't like to get distracted. Right. It's mostly business. Yeah.
So definitely the other ones come, but you avoid the other ones and you pay attention to the business one.
Exactly. Since I'm also not on the market.
Okay.
Let me put that.
You're not on the market.
I'm not on the market.
Are you married, divorced?
No. I'm not married. I'm not married yet, but there's someone that, you know, there are high chances that it might happen at some point.
So the other Ghanaian girls, they make them look elsewhere.
They should engage. You know, I make music for everyone, so you can listen to my music if you're an artist who can work.
Okay. So do you have kids? Do you intend to have kids?
Yet. Yeah, at some point. Why not?
Yeah. How many are you looking at?
Sorry.
How many are you looking at?
I don't even want to say. Like, it's just, you know, if it's a divine thing, so if it happens, it happens.
Yeah, okay.
You see,
all right.
We'll take it from there.
Nice. Would you want your kids to also have this Ghanaian, German kind of lifestyle?
100%. Because I came to Ghana at a younger age after living in Germany, and it shaped me so much, and it helped me broaden my horizon. You know, like, I was able to, at a very young age, if you grow up in both cultures, and like you see, you know, if you speak the local language in Germany and in Ghana in a way that people will, you know, it helps you find bonds and connect in a way. So it was very important for me, and I would.
My firstborn is actually there
in Germany.
Is it Schmitz D or something like that? Yeah.
Where?
I struggle to pronounce the name. Schmitz or something like that.
Schmitz,
yeah,
that's
you know Schmitz.
Schmidt is a typical German name. Yeah.
No. No, the location. I'm talking about the location.
The location.
Yeah, I've forgotten. I'll remember. I'll try and remember. Yeah. So I'm happy. Also, it's also gonna have a variation of the lifestyle.
You should.
Yeah.
Because, you know, in Germany, if you're in Germany and you don't have connection to the roots, you know, the thing is, people here, they look at me and say, yeah, Obroni, but if I go to Germany, I'm not Obroni.
You don't see us,
but you know, right? You know, they don't see me as Obroni. They rather categorize me as a black or you know, person. If I talk to an Uber driver in Ghana, he will not understand. I can tell him, I can talk to him about an hour, and he will say, but difference. You see, so
they want to charge you higher than the normal.
Yeah. I mean, but what I'm saying is, it's important for if you grew up in the diaspora, for your kid being, you know, mixed, you know.
But is that not confusing? Because from your land of birth, you are seen in a particular way, and then you come to. Because I have a friend, he was Hashimoto. The mother was a Russian, dad was a Ghanaian. He went to Russia and Charlie. They don't even see him like nobody. No. You are not.
And I think, and I think Russia is probably even worse than Germany, obviously. But I mean, Ghana had a precedent at some point who was half, you know, so it's nothing. That's why I always tell them, don't you know One Love the Kubula? Don't you know Sister Debbie? Like, would you also categorize them as that, or is it because you've seen them on TV the whole time that for them they're different? But it's literally the same thing, you know. But yeah.
Anyway, okay. So I thought I was gonna get a bit personal. I wanted to find out what's your favorite meal in Ghana.
My favorite meal in Ghana. It's difficult to just choose one, and it also depends who prepares it. But let me go with. If I have to choose one, let me go with Wache.
Prefer Wache?
Yeah. Because Wache will get you through the day no matter what.
I see. So I just figured out the name of it. Is it Schifferstad or something?
That's the name of the song?
No, the name of the place. Schifferstad. I don't know. Let me spell it for you. So Schiffferstadt.
Schifferstadt.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that place before. It has to be a very small place.
Alemannen Strauss or something.
Yeah, that's the road. That's the address.
Yeah,
Schifferstadt. I've never heard of that. But is it close to the harbor or is that?
I've never been there, bros. Don't ask me.
Because it translated, it means the town of ships.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. Okay. All right. So, anything that you want to tell us in the next, after this project, anything else in the future you're looking at, and the collaborations you're looking at, and then probably share your socials as well for us.
Yeah. So for my socials is Ghanaian_stallion for Instagram and everything else. That's where you find everything. You find me. You hear about my new music. Project is out, Bridges. Listen to it, please. Like if you find the time, listen to it and let me know what you like. I'm sure there's something for you. And in terms of the future projects, Charlie, there's a lot more coming. It doesn't even make sense to say it now because timelines get delayed, but trust me, like my hard drive is full with way more bangers. But now it's time for Bridges. A lot of bangers on there. Please enjoy it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Mr. Alan Mensah.
Yes.
AKA Ghanaian Stallion.
Yep.
And I wish you and your team all the best. Are you okay? So usually the artists sign on to a record label or something like that. Do you have any kind of thing?
No, I'm actually independent. I work with TGMA Music on the distribution.
TGMA.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All the best, bro.
Thank you.
Catch you on the flip side.
Yes.
All right. So I'm leaving him with this other one from the album. This is in June featuring Kwaku Flick. Let's take a listen to that.
Artsy on Asaase Radio nationwide every Saturday from 1 p.m. with Diego.
And this one is called Njum, features the man Kwaku Flick on this one, produced by yours truly, Ghanaian Stallion. So we're about to have the final conversation for today. I told you earlier that we're going to speak to Robert Klah with respect to all that is happening in the space of TGMA 2025. The nominee list came out last week, Saturday, and some few complaints, especially with the Dope Nation. The issue is that they can't find Dope Nation in any of the categories, as well as even the Group of the Year. They can't find them. So they're speaking to an Academy person there at the event. I was made to know that they tried to reach out to Dope Nation, but they were not forthcoming. So they decided to go ahead. They didn't want to pick the song, put it in there. They later come and talk that, hey, we didn't ask you to add our song and blah, blah, blah. So they avoided that. Then, some few days later, there was a presser out from the camp of Kimpaluta stating that he didn't understand how come his song, Makoma, was not listed in some of the categories. So the Record of the Year, the Popular Song of the Year, and then also he mentioned some other categories that has to do with most Popular Song of the Year, the Record of the Year, High Life Song of the Year, and Songwriter of the Year.
Hip Life Song of the Year.
Oh, rather, Hip Life Song of the Year, exactly, yes. So, once again, another person had called me from either the Academy or the board, and his explanation was that the year in the review saw 2 hit songs coming from Kimpaluta, Aseda and Makoma. Aseda, per the streams on YouTube and AudioMark and other streaming platforms, was the highest. And they don't see the reason why they should put 2 songs in one category, because when they do, it would limit his chances, because the vote will go to those 2 songs, and probably the third or the fourth person might be the one having the chance to win rather than him. So in their wisdom, they rather thought of dropping Makoma, rather using Aseda, since Aseda was the highest grossing than Makoma. That was the explanation I got. So I wanted to clarify this and the window of errors that Charterhouse gave, whether these 2 songs or artists that I've mentioned have been able to correct such things. But unfortunately, we're unable to reach Robert Klah. But fortunately, this show will end at 4. The one who takes over is the Grandmaster Niai. He happens to be a member of the Academy or the board?
Of the board.
Of the board, yes. So he's here to help us look at the issues that are happening.
But let me state this.
You don't speak for
so that I'm not speaking on behalf of the board.
Okay.
It is
all right.
Robert speaks on behalf of the board and Charterhouse.
Just your views.
So this whatever I say
is your personal.
Are my personal views.
Okay. All right.
And have nothing to do with the board.
Okay.
Or Charterhouse for that matter.
Okay. Was it true that the board tried to reach out to Dope Nation and they were not forthcoming?
Yes, Robert and Charterhouse tried to reach out to Dope Nation, and they weren't able to get in touch with Dope Nation. So as a board, we decided that if we can't get to them, then we might as well drop their song, because we need their consent, which is something that we do every year in, year. As in, as to whether they filed or not, it is only Robert who can. Okay. That's why I'm saying that I cannot speak on behalf of Charterhouse. Yeah. Yes,
neither the board,
and the whole board
exactly.
either. Yeah. Fantastic. But if a song has the figures and it's dope, we have that information, because we are on the streets. There are people on the ground who do all the research, bring that research to us, and then we come out with the final list. So yes, your song may be in the process, but we need to reach out to you, assuming we are going to nominate a song for you to not sign away, but to give consent that we may play your song at that event. Because if we don't get that consent, then there's going to be some kind of a problem.
That has been the norm.
Yes, that has been the norm, and I think that thing has happened before, where artists have come out and said that, but we didn't give you our consent.
Okay. So far, I've not heard anything from Dope Nation claiming otherwise.
Yes, but there are certain things I cannot tell you. Okay. So let me just keep quiet. If I won't tell you.
Okay. Because the only thing that I saw from Dope Nation that I also want to read out to you.
Yes.
So somebody decided to ask them a question based on the rumors.
Yes.
So the guy's handle is verified. So he says, I'm hearing you guys didn't file for nominations, and when the research team picked your song, Seth, you guys were not responsive to the awards scheme.
They didn't respond.
How true is this?
They didn't
that was
respond.
the question. So there was a response to that.
I'm saying they didn't respond to us.
Yeah.
So if they responded to that guy, that one no concern me.
So what they responded to is what I want to read out to you.
Yeah.
So they said, we have been battling a lot. That can't be said out of respect for some people in this hypocritical music space. However, can we all recall from 2021? Maybe some of us will know this is not just about awards, sir. Gradually, this industry will be losing its quote-unquote true artists. He didn't even answer the question. I mean, both of them didn't answer.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying that is their response to a post somebody made.
Exactly.
Now, if the board and the organizers, Charterhouse, have tried to contact you and you have not responded to them, and you are responding to a post on social media. Charlie, my opinion, you are no red. Let's continue.
Okay, so he wants you to see something. So in this regard, should in the window of error and other things, should they respond hypothetically?
Are we doing a window of error?
Yeah. It's ending tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, what I know.
Me, I'm not going to nominate them. That's me.
I'm just asking. Should they change their mind?
Oh, but if I call you when you don't pick your phone, I have to mind you. Because you see yourself passing me. I don't mind you.
No.
One phone call or several phone calls.
So I'm saying.
And you no pick.
And now they are trying to respond.
Go on social media and respond to somebody. But you discard me. You know they respect me.
Okay. So let's drop there. Well, we're happy you brought back the Group of the Year, because hitherto it was taken at last. Even for last year, we didn't see that. Group of the Year was out of the whole categories that were put out. So this year, I think you listened to people and then you brought it back.
Well, it's not like I wouldn't necessarily say, and I said these are my thoughts.
Yeah.
It's not like we necessarily listened. Maybe we did. But if several groups are moving around and they are seeing things, and they are doing things, and we realize that, look, maybe, just maybe, we must reopen that category. Why not? It makes absolute sense.
Okay. All right.
You understand.
But was it justifiable for even pulling it down the first time?
Well, if there were no groups doing anything, why was it still open?
By the way, for the last time.
Let me ask you a very simple question.
Okay.
So if there are no reggae dancehall songs for a year or two, should that category still remain open?
Well, no.
Exactly. And if it's down for 5 years, and in the 6th year, all of a sudden there are 20 bangers as far as reggae and dancehall in the year, then the following year when we are doing the year under review, are we going to say that because there were 20 bangers, because we closed it for 5 or 6 years?
The reason, even if there's one, you don't think there's a need for you to watch such a person?
I honestly, not me. Not me.
Because the reason why I'm saying this is because Kyei was the one complaining last year.
Yeah.
Because you were still around. They're still around. They did song last year. Sorry. Yes, the previous yes. They did songs. But yet nothing like that. So they were the one complaining. So I was thinking, even if at least they were around, so why don't you rather
is it going to be Charterhouse saying that, okay, these guys
maybe an honorary
exactly them this
exactly
because it's supposed to be competitive.
Exactly.
And so if you don't have people to fill in the category, it's going to be tough.
Okay.
And for the past 10 years, I've not seen the group side of things. It's very slow.
Exactly. It's not like we don't have groups, but how many groups really do things? Or in the past few years, let's take last year out. How many groups have done a whole lot of stuff in the past 4 or 5 years? None.
Okay.
To me, none. So if the board sits, we have a whole lot of discussions, and we decide.
Okay.
If it's not competitive and it hasn't been working for a few years, pull it down. If all of a sudden it comes on top, why not add it? It doesn't take away anything.
Okay.
I mean, if you take the Grammys, I'm sure if you look back, how many years have they been?
60 years?
60 years or something like that. There are several things that they have dropped, and there are several things that they've added because those things are now coming up. So exactly. Okay.
And the last time we have a tough group of the year, it was Achiami, VIP, G Life, Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Look at the names I'm mentioning. They all have solid albums.
Achiami. You mentioned Achiami already. The guys who sang Ago, what's their name? Miferu.
Yeah.
Numerous groups.
So, and it's not just singles. So these are people who drop albums that are bangers. So it looked like the standard dropped a bit, and our artists have decided not to work together as teams any longer. I want to stand alone and make my own money.
No, so group is different from collaboration.
No, we are not talking about. We are talking about groups. You see. And sometimes when I sit down and I make references to the United States of America, people look at my face and like, why? Look, I'll give you one group, Wu-Tang Clan.
His favorite people.
Wu-Tang Clan. Look, there are about 10 of them or 14 or 14 of them, right? Every time they are together making albums as a group. Yet they are individual artists. Sometimes, and they keep on featuring themselves and other people.
But
they come together and make an album. And there's
not by nature.
Well, not by nature because of some things they call it. But I'm just saying, you understand? Take Wu-Tang Clan, and this year they are either releasing or they have released an album.
Okay. All right. So let's end the conversation on the group of the year issue, and now let's focus on what Kim Paluta and his team are saying with respect to what is happening.
So ask the questions.
So Kim Paluta put out a letter that he's not pleased about the fact that Makuma has not been added to 4 categories.
Okay.
That has to do with most popular song of the year, record of the year, hip hop song of the year, songwriter of the year. And as I mentioned earlier, from somebody who belongs to the either academy or the group called me and said that this was a reason. They look at the numbers and Aseda was better off.
Yes.
So they decided to go with Aseda rather than adding Makuma, which may derail his voice.
So let me start with Hip Life Song of the Year. We all know Kim Paluta is a hip life artist. But Makuma is not a hip life song.
More of high life.
It is not. It is a high life song. It is not a hip life song. So you can't go and put a high life song under hip life. No, that one forget.
So there's an error in.
So there's an error in even exactly even in their letter. They don't even know the song they did. As far as I am concerned.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Number 2. Have you listened to Makuma? Have you listened to other songs? Not his songs. Have you listened to other songs that were produced last year? Production of the what was the
record of the year?
Record of the year.
Yeah,
you go put for inside.
I played all the songs on the record of the year.
You go put for inside.
So we have AEC's Can I Live? We have Fachami, Obapa Christie, and then Kwabna, Black Sheriffs, Fallen Angels, Holy Ghost from.
Read the what the criteria says it must be, and listen to Makuma, and listen to the other songs. Makuma they don't even make sound well. Me I they talk. No be any of the board members. So me I think why they talk.
So that's point 2.
You understand? Now you are looking.
It doesn't fall under the popular song of the year also.
No. Okay. Good. Now you are taking popular song of the year. Now this is what we've noticed. That any time, and there's fact, it's actually a fact. Anytime we have nominated 2 songs from a single artist and we've put them in any category, whether it's high life, whether it's rap or whatever, popular song of the year, that artist loses.
Can you give me
because unfortunately I didn't know this is what you were going to talk about.
Okay.
If Robert were the one speaking to you, Robert will give you the facts and the figures. That artist loses.
I see.
You understand? Because your votes will be split. And don't forget that after the voting or the awards is done, we get the records, and the records
KPMG.
are published. And you will see that.
Somebody said it's a pie chart without figures.
That one, I don't know. The massive, we will forget. But I'm just saying that everything is shown to you, and you see that there's a split between this and this of the same artist. And somebody who even got one more vote wins.
Yeah.
So
that's a justifiable reason why you drop Makoma.
And I submitted two popular songs based on these metrics. Can you tell me that?
So if
my team and tell me that?
So hold on a second. If you made or you produced or you sang a high life song and a hip life song, right? And both of them are
popular,
very popular. We can, depending on figures, depending on facts that we have available to us, put one in high life and put one in hip life. So if the people go out and vote, the board votes, the academy vote, and the public vote, now don't forget that the artist is in charge of the public. You have to go and convince the public to vote for you. As for me, when I see and I hear, I know who I'm going to vote for. You understand? So I can vote for you for high life. I can vote for you for hip life. Now, when I put your two popular songs, which one is high life, one is hip life, and I put them in popular song of the year, who am I going to vote for?
You vote for your preferred choice.
I'll vote for my choice, which will be one. The other board members will vote for their choice, which will be one. I don't know who the next or who.
So that's where the split comes.
Exactly. I don't know who the academy board members are. The academy members are. And each person will vote for who they believe or which song they believe is the most popular song.
So
now the public will vote for whoever they choose.
At this point, shouldn't you leave that discretion to me, the artist, to decide whether I'll still want my two songs to go or not? Is that a decision to be made by the academy or the board or even the Charterhouse? Shouldn't you confer with me and decide? I will decide that, okay.
I don't think I can confer with you.
Why not?
Why should I confer with you? Give me a good reason why I should confer with you.
They are my project. And you are deciding to. I've submitted.
No,
you asked for it.
I am organizing. Well, that's why I say that I'm not the PR.
No, I know. Yes.
But
we all understand you're not speaking
where
for.
I sit. Yes. Where I sit, I am looking at based on evidence where I have put two songs from the same artist in one category. That artist doesn't win. So I am actually
doing me a favor.
More like
I didn't want to say doing you a favor. Then it's like I'm playing. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm just. Well, that's the only thing I can say.
But once again, on a normal level, it's not worth discussing or letting the person know that this is the reason why we are deciding to drop one of your song for this one.
Then I think
because you see. The truth is, if he had communicated this, he wouldn't have even put out this.
And I think all board members must hold a session for all the artists and say, hey, you sing this song, to be popular, and you will win awards.
I was telling
this is a peculiar situation where two of his songs.
It is not.
If I'm Paris manager, okay, before I even put out a statement, I'll call and ask questions before even issuing that statement, because I wanted to know why.
Yeah.
And you might get that response from Robert or anybody else. But I think that we always love to quickly move into the media space and do stuff. I don't know why because I was telling his guy that they're like, why? You could have just engaged these guys first to understand. They don't want to hear. So okay.
You see,
let me just keep
look,
quiet.
I'll tell you something last year.
I don't want to say anything for them to feel like I'm back in
I'll tell you something that happened last year. You see, there was a big campaign by King Promise and his team. Right? Because he was nominated for Artist of the Year.
Not only King Promise, Stonebwoy too. I was
you relax. So Stonebwoy, we know about Stonebwoy. I'm talking about King Promise. Before last year, what did you see in terms of campaigns from King Promise and his team? Nothing. And I think
I doing more of international outdoor.
Good. Yeah. And I think I stated this thing here before. I went to a Washing Bay And I met his manager. I mean, I was washing my car. His manager came in to wash his car. It was like, oh, but King promised, blah, blah, blah. And I said, look, what are you guys doing when the guy is nominated? Nothing. So you need to campaign more to get people to vote for King Promise. That's when the campaigning started.
Yeah.
Now, since he's been nominated as Artist of the Year this year, have you heard anything?
Yeah.
Have you seen anything?
Yeah.
So if he doesn't win, or if the public doesn't win for him, whose fault is it?
So I keep asking this question. Do they agree to some terms and conditions that when you are done, you begin to at least post or share the artwork or something? Do you do anything like that with them, or their prerogative?
It is up to you. For example, it's like a general election.
Yeah.
Your party says we must do primaries. When you win the primaries, you are representing the party, and then per the laws of the land, you will run for presidential candidate. If you like, don't campaign. Nobody will vote for you.
Remember the year which year did Diana Hamilton won?
2017. No, that was 2017 was
the year he beat somebody beat Kiddy. Was it Diana Hamilton, right? Everybody was quiet until that woman started. Esther P. No, Esther P.
PSC Esther.
No, if PSC Esther rather was gingering this guy Blacko. Because Blacko was quiet.
Yeah.
And then the woman started doing church activations, Pentecost.
Yeah.
And then no.
Yeah.
All the figures were
taking it serious.
And then before Blacko and the team also
started.
Let me bring up one. Asem and Kwabna. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody around the country thought Asem and Kwabna will win.
Yeah.
For Song of the Year. Who won?
He went south.
He went to a gospel musician.
Yeah.
Everybody was shocked.
Because the public didn't vote for them.
Because the gospel musician took it personal and started campaigning.
So Paluta's letter is dead on arrival.
Well,
to me,
what about songwriter of the year? He doesn't also pass for it.
Goofy.
So has anything that Mark said prior has anything to do with it? We had 2017 Ajay R2Bs. They said it's a bit of profanity and all that.
Okay.
So taken out.
You know what?
And with this one, Mark was on. No, let me land.
Which Mark?
Mark Kumante was on another platform saying that the song has a bit of profanity in it. So it started off as Mark can say it has a bit of profanity in it. That's why people dropped it.
Let me say something.
Yeah.
And this is from me. It's a bit confusing. And this was before I joined the board.
Okay.
I said it and I'll say it again. Small girl, you don't know the thing. Yeah. You are playing with the thing.
Yeah.
What thing did they play plus? Was that song not nominated?
It was.
Okay. What's the guy's name?
Tumpan. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yet, we dropped Ajay. We dropped Samini's Jaishi. Nanuma Peteshi.
Kongotiba.
Kongotiba was nominated. So you see, there's no straight curve there, right? Now there are other 3 songs where when you actually listen to the lyrics, you will shake your head.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Now, I say, I've said before, and I'll continue to say, the 1992 Constitution of this country grants freedom of expression. I can't go and sit in front of an artist and tell the artist that don't say this, don't say that. Right?
Okay.
I've worked in a radio station since 2004. I know, because the radio doesn't know whether children are around the parents at a particular time, during the day, they don't play songs using certain words. So, if it's in the afternoon, you cannot play a song even from Boys to Men, I'll make love to you. The imagery alone is not right. But Ghana, you go play them. When you go to London,
sexual healing, Marvin Gaye.
Okay, the songs that will be mentioned plenty. You understand?
Yeah.
But when you go to London, BBC One Extra plays all the songs with the N word, the B word, whatever, all the swear words after 10 p.m. Because they assume that the kids are asleep.
Yeah.
They are listening on tune
in. That won't be the problem. you understand?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm saying that I can't be bothered because when Snoop Dogg is one of my favorite artists. My mother went to the States in the 90s, I think 93 or 94 or 95, one of them.
93.
And when she was coming back, she brought me a Snoop Dogg album. She didn't bring me the radio edit. No, not the one after Doggy Style. It was.
I'm sure she wasn't aware.
Explicit content. Yeah. That's what my mother.
Parental advisory.
Parental advisory. Explicit content.
I'm sure she was not aware. Well, I apologize on her behalf. She was not aware.
So, I am not bothered. I am saying that if Charterhouse or when Charterhouse is going or is preparing for the show, they will not play explicit content at the event venue.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
But I honestly don't see why, if I am sitting as a board member, and this is me.
Yeah,
this is me. And a song is brought, and I'm hearing the F word, N word. It won't bother me.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
You are expressing yourself because you have the legal right to do so.
Yeah. So
I can come and tell you.
It has nothing to do with the song being tagged as profane, right?
At the time, Ajay was.
I'm even referencing Makuma.
No, Makuma, the lyrics.
Because the conversations around was that
it wasn't.
It was that there's a bit.
No, if you
that part.
I don't think. No, if
you're claiming that.
If you listen to,
that's gonna be my last song to play. So
if you listen to the other songs and you listen to Makuma, please judge for yourself.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
There's a very good friend of mine. I'm not going to mention his name. We used to have this kind of argument every single day.
Okay.
And I said, one day, maybe, when they call you to the board, you will understand some of the things I am saying.
Okay.
Today, my friend is on the board.
On the board.
You keep quiet.
Okay. Nene, and the wrap of all that we've talked about, what's your thoughts on when Nation, Paluta, blah blah blah?
When Bisakedi's songs was dropped that year, I was telling GMJ that if I'm his manager,
brother, which one?
Brother Miniaji.
I was telling GMJ that
one word.
I would have pushed for a radio edit of that song. The one I'm going to send as part of my filing is not going to have the that word over there. It's going to be muted.
Because I recall I was partially a part of Akwabua's team when he did I Do Love You. He says someone stole your father was a thief because he stole your something. The thief there, he had a problem with it, so he has to go to the studio and redo it and change the thief from there, just because he felt he was not comfortable.
I told Tony Pan, that if I was managing Samini, that Jashi song, the board would have kept, because I would take certain element out, and what they are going to hear in the boardroom is not going to be what they've heard on radio.
Yeah. Okay.
When you remove some words, the song they lose the meaning.
True.
No, but I'm going to. You see, you take a decision based on what you are hearing at that particular point in time.
But even if
I'm going to mute.
Look, because I play music on radio now. When I'm recording music to listen in my car, I record edited songs.
Because you don't know who I'm going to pick.
Fantastic, because maybe I'm giving my dad a lift or something. Okay. Now, when I go out and I play music, I play radio edits. No, I play radio edits.
Okay.
Now, my own friends are cursing me. Why they play radio edit? Play the proper one.
Can you imagine playing them up the radio edit?
I have them. But you see, when you listen to the radio edit, feeling not there inside.
Yeah.
Maybe like 1 minute.
Not original.
Exactly.
Bing.
Yeah.
The whole song is
yeah.
The whole song is spoiled.
They come out the feeling from inside.
Exactly.
But for award purposes, you might have to do that.
But if you send that one, the board member or the academy member, but I've heard the other one we are talking about already. So you editing it to come and submit wouldn't change anything.
On what basis are you going to judge the work? Not what you have or what you've heard.
I think both. You
see,
it's okay. Today I'm ending the show now. My time is up. It's exactly 4 p.m. Thank you guys. I appreciate me. Itego. He's taking over back to the old school.
You see,
AB pencil.
You see, me.
Yeah.
Saturday, they play Moses, and people will be sitting at home and enjoying.
Lord Kitchener.
Hey, I push it out. I push it back. She start to shout.
Dr. Kitchener. It's terrible.
What was the song? What does the song mean?
The size of your needle.
You have a song. Let me know.
There's another. Sell the pussy and bring the cash to me. Hey. I love you, but no.
I see.
Why don't you sell the pussy? Sell the pussy cat. Come on.
We are doing the same thing.
It's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being part of the show. I hand it over to the Grandmaster Nia for Back to the Old School. And I leave you with a song that has become very controversial. My name is Diego the Smoothest. Catch you same time next week.
This is Diego the Smoothest.
Slow.